Hi, YouTube people. Listen, if you like Rich Fulcher's TalkBox, press like and subscribe, or even give a great review. I really appreciate it. And I love the fact that you guys are watching and listening. It's amazing. Our guest this week, you're going to love. WhatWillyCook is his Instagram and TikTok, and he's all over the map with his cooking show. His name is Will Hughes, and he's my guest. And it's a great show, so watch. That's it.
You wouldn't wrestle a dead squid.
Will?
Hi.
Oh,
Rich.
hey, how are you?
Thanks for having me.
What are you doing here?
Just thought I'd pop by, swing by, come and say hello.
Well, have a seat.
chat.
Let's have a chat.
That's okay. You've got branded mugs.
Here's some water. Yes.
Thank you so much.
This is one of our newest products, a coaster,
That's
which
good
you
stuff.
can buy on the merch site. But I don't want to dwell on that.
Is there a merch site?
Yes.
Can I take one with me?
We'll talk about that
Okay,
later.
right, okay,
yeah.
we can discuss. Nice how you've got one, but I don't get one.
Do you have merch?
I do make mugs. I've got a homeware thing.
Do you have a kiln?
No, I don't make them myself.
Oh, okay.
But I orchestrate the making of mugs,
great.
plates, bowls. It's a deeply unsuccessful business, but
No, but
someone's got to do it.
No, but you must sell quite a bit off your show and everything.
No, you'd be very surprised. Very few sales.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's a tough market to crack. Yeah, so.
You were always interested in cooking, or
Yeah, I was a runner for a post-production company, and then got furloughed. Was living with my girlfriend's family in Cambridge, and then everyone was working. I wasn't working. I felt like a loser. I was like, oh, I'll cook dinner, I'll film it, then I'll edit the videos in the day just as something to do.
Well, just to do it.
Yeah, well, I kind of felt like I wasn't pulling my weight, Like, her mum was working in a school. My partner's mum was working in a school. My girlfriend, she was working on her dissertation. Her dad was working. Her brother was working. And I was just sat there literally playing video games. So I was kind of
Did you have other friends that did stuff online and stuff?
No, not at the time, really. It was very much like, well, I guess it was 2020 that we went into lockdown. I was just kind of like, okay, I'll give this a go. And I followed lots of cooking people, but I didn't know anyone.
So were you you watched cooking shows a lot?
Yeah, big time.
Who did you like as cooks?
I really liked, do you know Matty Matheson? He's like this big Canadian guy.
No.
No,
I'm gonna say
He's
no.
or Action Bronson.
Okay.
It was kind of like the Vice cooking stuff on YouTube that I used to think was really, really cool. And then, that was kind of one of the things that really inspired me. And then there was also a really cool guy.
Did you ever see Iron Chef?
Is that that's the American
It's the
MasterChef type thing, isn't it?
competition,
Yeah. I know what it is.
And they always start out with a big hunk of food, like a giant squid, and then they all form teams and cook.
Yeah. No, it's MasterChef. But I
Yes,
didn't
of
get
course.
Iron Chef. I didn't, but the same principle.
Yeah,
I suppose.
same principle,
Same sort of stuff. Yeah, love that shit. Great.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with the giant squid, but maybe I should watch that episode.
Nobody does.
No.
No.
But therein lies the drama of an episode of Iron Chef.
What do I do? Do I wrestle it?
If it's alive, you wouldn't wrestle a dead squid.
I would love to wrestle a dead squid.
I feel like that should be a popular saying. You wouldn't wrestle a dead squid.
I like it. Write that down, Kenny. So you're in Cambridge, you're hanging out, you're filming, and then you're posting it, right?
Yeah.
And what are you getting feedback-wise? You're getting,
This is good.
This is
sometimes
amazing.
I think at the start, all the feedback was relatively positive because people were like, "Oh, a funny voiceover and cooking. It's never been done before." But I mean, I've kind of I actually So my original,
Do you remember the first thing you made?
yeah, it was a bourbon milkshake.
What?
It was gross. I was living with my mate, and it was the day before we went into lockdown, and I had the page, and I was
March 2020.
March 2020. So it was the day before. Was it the 19th or the 16th? I can't remember. It was around that time, I think. But I made this milkshake, and it was gross, but like we filmed it, and then he was like, "Here's this editing software." And
It
I was
had
like,
bourbon in it?
Yeah, bourbon,
Sounds good.
bourbon biscuits.
Uh-huh.
So a bourbon biscuit, and then milk and ice cream. And
I love it.
You'd think it would be nice.
Yeah.
I think I went a bit too heavy on the bourbon. All the milk was off. I don't know, but it was not nice. But I edited that, and that was like the day before. And then the voiceovers.
Oh, so you already know how to edit.
No, I didn't. So my friend had a company that like made pieces to camera for like politicians and stuff.
Ooh, that comes in handy.
Yeah, and he was like, "Here's a copy of Final Cut Pro." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I sort of learned. He showed me a few things, and then I sort of taught myself how to use that. It's quite user friendly. It wasn't too hard. But the voiceovers, originally, I used to do. The Peter Serafinovich character, Brian Butterfield.
Yes, yes.
I mean, I literally just used to rip that off completely because he obviously did like the silly names for food and stuff.
Brian
Butterfield.
Yeah.
And what was it? He does the Butterfield diet plan, and it's like 20 cheese omelette, fluffy ruffs, McFortune cookies, that kind of thing. So I did that voice at first, thinking, oh, well, I'll copy that because no one's going to watch them.
Everyone starts out copying somebody.
Yeah. And then now I just get accusations. Well, it's not so much anymore because I've been doing it a while, but it was like Garth Marenghi, Matt Berry's voice, Steve Coogan doing Partridge, and like that's all shit that I like grew up watching.
Right.
So obviously that's all the inspiration, certain intonations of things. But
I've seen your stuff. It doesn't sound like anybody else.
Well, I don't think it does these days, but I think it kind of, you find, it sounds cheesy, but you find like your voice. And when you're talking about like a voiceover as well, it's like certain things I know that I sound, or like I know in my head that the reason that I'm saying a certain thing is because I've heard a certain thing, but I might not necessarily be going, oh, I'm taking that. But then you're like, it's like, I find that a lot of like the more recent Partridge stuff, he uses so much like alliteration. Yeah. And it's like, like the things he's saying. And I find myself doing that quite often just because I kind of think that's quite funny.
So did you find, when you first did the videos, did you find pressure to, like you go, I want this to be funny?
I kind of think it was sort of, it was more the voice being a direct copy at first, but the things that I was writing down, I was like, oh, I think that's kind of funny. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's not like, I don't know, some of it I just think, oh, you just sort of write something and then people resonate with it, and actually you don't really think too much about it when you say it.
So you would script these out?
Yeah, I'd do the edit and then watch it through, write a voiceover as I'm watching it through, and then record that.
This is real work.
Well, yeah, it is now. It wasn't at the start, but yeah.
So when you first did it, was it shorter than it is now, or
it was actually longer?
So
we were briefly talking about like algorithms and stuff before, but I still don't understand how any of that works. I just know that people have very short attention spans.
You need to get them in the first millisecond.
Which
sex,
that could be anal, maybe just to up that. But penis, that's a good one. Or bomb.
Oh yeah,
maybe. I feel a bit like we're in a sort of bomb shelter.
We are in a little bit of a shelter.
This is a bomb shelter, is it not?
This is Churchill's war room.
Right.
One of them. Yeah.
You see, the thing is, I think you're taking the piss, but it could be.
It could be.
It very much could be. It feels like sort of like a tributary of the tube.
But they didn't have these what do you call them?
Soundproofing.
Yeah, they didn't have that.
I think this is kind of redundant anyway, actually, because who the fuck's going to hear you from... Yeah. There's a lot of concrete.
It's going to absorb regardless. Okay.
Is it always a podcast space, this? Or is
I think so.
Do people use it for sort of weird parties.
There's some satanic ritual. They have eyes wide shut parties down
Right,
here.
okay. So Tom Cruise has been here.
Yeah.
Right, I did think that. He's next on the pod.
Yeah.
That would be good.
He's at 5.
Right, okay, yeah. I'll try not to jabber on then.
Hello, guys. If you enjoy the episode, please consider becoming a Patreon member. You'll be in the credits at the end of the episode, and you'll get the episodes much earlier than all of the other minions out there. It's just a little thing we do. So let's get back to the episode, but think about it, okay? Bye. So it's like you're doing this for fun. And then when did it really start to be like, oh, hey, maybe I should be doing... I know this is old hat for you.
No.
Answering these questions.
I think it's... It was like 3 weeks into the lockdown. Someone called me. There's a company called Mob Kitchen, and they do...
We love your stuff!
Yeah, literally that. It was like, hi, we love you. Genuinely, the guy... from Mob, he's a friend of mine now, a guy called Ben. And I can't remember if it was him or his business partner on the call, but they were like, they genuinely said on this call that I had with them, like, oh, you know what Simon Cowell did with the Spice Girls? We want to own a bit of you. And I was like, oh, right, okay. And then...
And this is during COVID?
Yeah, like really early in COVID. But I mean, look, you've worked in TV and stuff. Like when you're a runner... It's not fun. Like you're making tea and coffee for mostly people that lack the social graces. So I liked where I worked, and it was this editing company, but a lot of the people that were clients like coming in, like they were just dicks, and like you do that all day. It's pretty boring.
Who is the biggest dick?
I don't know her name, and I do know the company she works for, but I won't give it away.
Oh, that's okay. We'll fuzz it out.
Yeah, okay. No, this lady, she used to come in. And I remember, like, there was about 6 people, and I was in Covent Garden, so I worked at this place called Nomad.
Oh, right.
Like this editing company. And it's, like, just opposite Covent Garden Station. And, like, in Covent Garden, I don't know if it's the same still, because this was, like, 7 years ago, but at the time there was, like, the Starbucks was, like, over here. And then, like, there was, like, Cafe Nero and Costa or whatever, and everyone ordered from Starbucks. So I go to pick up the Starbucks, and as I'm walking out the door, this lady goes, oh, no, actually, I think I'll have that from Costa.
No!
And it's like, well... come on, I think she wanted a fucking latte or something. You know, I mean, they do them.
Did you tell her I've already gone to Starbucks?
No, I was just out the door, and I was kind of like, when you're sort of, you don't talk back, do you?
Yeah,
You're just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could have been worse, you know.
So did you drink that Starbucks?
I spat in the Costa. Do you know what I mean? That was the yeah. No, I don't think it was phlegm, but just a bit of spit.
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't hock a loogie in there. That would be a bit much.
But people can get really, because when you've got somebody to get you stuff, people really abuse that.
People
privilege.
really, really take the piss. It's like I think it's a weird. Like, I think they've changed like the laws on it now, because I think that media used to be like, it's always been sort of like media and fashion have been like take the piss with people on the lower level.
Yes.
And I think that with...
And I'm upset about them changing it.
yeah, because now you've got to pay the intern, you know. But that's the thing. I think they have brought stuff in to say that anyone who is doing work experience for a week or whatever needs to be paid like the London living wage if it's in London.
Paid?
Yeah. Back in my day, right, they chucked me in, Rattling Stick. Do you remember that production company? I've heard of it. It was in Soho. I went in there and they gave me £5 for lunch. And that was nice of them. Because actually you had Berwick Street. We still have Berwick Street. It hasn't gone anywhere. But Berwick Street, you used to be able to get lunch for a £5 on Berwick Street, which is quite nice. I know this is like 7 years ago.
Can't do that.
No, can't do that now.
No,
about $8.50. Inflation. Ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah.
So you did that runner stuff, and then you got fired?
I started doing the cooking stuff, and then I was like, I'm gonna do this now.
Yeah.
If that's okay. So I went and did that.
And so you had always, but why did you decide to do cooking as opposed to something like, what did you study in school?
I did film. I did film and TV.
Okay.
At uni in Nottingham, and then I sort of ended up doing like the only non-creative or practical film course. It was like the most academic one like in the country. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think most courses for film and TV are like film production or
How to load a camera.
yeah, learning how to make films, learning how to write films, basically being able to do something.
Screenwriting.
Yeah, exactly. What you're passionate about anyway.
Yeah.
And this was all like write me an essay about film noir and the
I love
the
that.
notion of this. Well, I fucking hated it, so it was shit.
But
like,
you got to watch all these films.
yeah, we
you
got
would
that was
never
fun.
watch.
That was fun. Like I did, yeah. I never thought that I would have gotten. I liked film, but
Battleship Potemkin.
yes, we did watch that. Yeah. And then obviously fucking.
Great Train Robbery.
No, what am I thinking of? The one that like everyone says is the best film ever, and it was
Birth
like
of a Nation.
it was like
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane.
Citizen
That was it.
Kane.
As you can tell, I was paying attention. Yeah, that's it. It was the name of his fucking sled, wasn't it?
It is
Was it
good
his sled?
though. It
Yeah,
is
no,
a
I didn't. I
good-
skipped that one.
Okay.
I wasn't in that one, but I was quite bad at going to lectures like everyone was. But
I took a film course, and I'm so glad I took it, just because now I know some of these movies.
so now you're allowed to be pretentious.
I'm allowed to be.
yeah, that was.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah, I like Forrest Gump. Do you know what I mean? I think Forrest Gump's a great film. That's one of my
Yeah.
favourite films. I realised I was in the wrong place when I would hear people around me, critiquing Forrest Gump, and I'm just like,
I liked
hang on a minute.
it.
Objectively, it's a very good film. It's
I
got it
like
all.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, well, he's not the best bit. Lieutenant Dan's the best bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, bit of a. I realised I was kind of. I carried it on. Do you know what I mean? I did my 3 years.
You
but,
did it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was quite shit.
Yeah.
And then tried for ages to get a quite shit job as a runner. And then eventually did, but had to do a lot of like work experience and things like that.
But what I'm saying is, it's COVID, and you're gonna do something on film. You decided to do a cooking.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I think
What was
it wasn't really a job until it was a job. I started like some like brands were like, "Do you want to do something and we'll pay you?" And I was like, "Oh, actually, I can make money off this." So then it became a job. So it wasn't meant to be, I'm going to do cooking as a career. And I think also it's like, for me, the two things that I really liked growing up were eating
food.
more than cooking.
Yeah.
I don't think I got like hugely into cooking until sort of 17, 18 or whatever.
Right.
But then like comedy was a big thing.
Oh,
So I was
nice.
kind of like, okay, I don't want to do comedy and I don't want to do cooking, but if I do film, I might find a niche.
Cook-edy.
Cook-edy, exactly, or comicking. Chameleon with a bread knife.
Right.
There we go. But yeah, it sort of ended up being that I'm now doing sort of
I get
a bit
it.
of both.
I get it.
Yeah.
And then, but you had to have some sort of skill, because you hear about chefs when they start out as like, oh, I loved cooking. I would make dinner for my family.
Yeah.
And then, but you just sort of like to make shit
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally it. Yeah. I'm just kind of like,
for your own consumption.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about this on the way here. I was like, it is cooking, but I've been doing it for like 6 years. I don't think I've gotten any better at cooking.
No.
Like a bit better, maybe, but like,
You're good.
it's fine. I cook for myself, so if I was cooking for other people, I'd be like,
There's a
think-
lot more
I don't think I
stress.
can charge that much for this.
I get stressed out when I cook for people.
Do you cook a lot?
No.
No.
Well, for my kids and, my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you tend to be the one that's cooking in the evenings?
Some 50-50 maybe.
Right. Okay.
70-30.
70.
I'm
Are you the 30? Yeah. Have you got any go-tos, like recipes?
I'm getting good at omelets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like breakfast dinners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Breakfast for
Yeah.
dinner. Do you ever do a full English for dinner?
No.
I think that's actually probably not a good way to end a day, is
I
it?
should do a full English.
But an omelet's a hard thing,
Yeah.
Can't make one famously without breaking a few eggs. I think that's
Exactly.
is that what they say?
Yes.
I think it's quite similar to wrestling a dead squid,
Yes. That's an expression.
which has been around for a while.
It's a T-shirt.
Yeah,
We'll
hey,
sell us
get that on
merch.
the fucking
Yeah,
merch site.
There you go. So, you probably you've done all these shows, and you're coming. How do you come up with all the different recipes and stuff?
Usually just what's in the fridge. I think that's the other thing. I think I used to make stuff and be like, oh, the people will like this on the internet. Whereas now...
It's stuff you liked initially.
Yeah, it started off as stuff I liked. Then it was stuff I like, but stuff like, I think this will do well as a video.
Yeah.
And now I'm a little bit more...
discerning.
If there's something in my fridge that needs using up and I'm going to make a video of me making it, it might not necessarily be like the best thing, but I haven't wasted food. But
Right.
I'm also not, I don't want to be like preachy about wasting food. I don't think anyone should be wasting food, but like I'd rather cook something with what I've got than try and make something really fancy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because I looked up this website, and you can put in the ingredients you have in the house, and then they have a recipe that might be able to...
And that's why you keep making so many omelettes, because you can just throw all the
pickle
stuff
juice.
in. With pickle juice.
No, because I'll
You
have
could.
that as well.
Yeah,
But,
we'll just have that on the side as a little chaser, I suppose.
Although I have heard that pickle juice is good for cramps. Have you heard of that?
Crabs or cramps?
Cramps.
I haven't. Any
Like
specific
tennis
time?
players will drink pickle juice, Kenny.
Really? What's the science behind it?
I don't know. There's something about pickle juice.
It is quite nice, though, isn't it?
It's
Quite
nice.
like a little. You ever have those olives that have the nice brine?
Yes.
Little sip of that. My girlfriend makes really good martinis with loads of that in.
Pickles are making a real comeback. There's pickleball, pickle juice, brine.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's when did they go out of fashion?
They never did.
They never go out of fashion. A pickle can't go out of fashion.
You should devote an episode to pickles.
Well, that's the other thing. I'd love to get into like pickling and fermentation and things like that, but it takes fucking ages.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to do this now and then have to come back to it 3 weeks later. That requires far more effort than I'm willing to put into the videos after 6 years of doing them.
So when these guys contacted you and said, hey, we think that you could, was that the start of all of this as a kind of a business for you?
I mean, yeah, it was. They were like, okay, if you carry on doing this, people will come and be like, can we give you money to do this? And that is how you will make your money. And now, because I've been doing it a while, I feel like I'm able to be a lot more selective about brands that I work with. I think, I am effectively an influencer, but it's not the nicest word. Do you know what I mean? It gives sort of Love Island connotations, doesn't it? So it's a bit like married.
Sexual.
Yes, I'm a sexual influencer. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? There's all sorts of influencers these days. Sexual health influencers, those exist. But what I like to think of myself as is a genre spanner. I can sort of, if I want to pivot, I could be a sexual health.
You span the genres.
I can span the genres, exactly. But I probably wouldn't get into sexual health stuff, but I've been doing a bit more of other stuff.
Has there been a, excuse me, so has there been a time
have you got hay fever?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's been getting me in the throat quite bad recently.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
It's spring, though. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Have you had the injection?
Huh?
You can get an injection at the beginning of the season.
I need to do that.
Yeah. It's apparently it's really useful, but because of global warming, the season came earlier this year, so no one was able to get it, and everyone's fucked.
Did you get it?
No. This was meant to be my year. I was speaking to this guy. I was doing a podcast, actually. There's a comic called Pierre Novelli. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Really good stand-up. But he was telling me that he'd got this injection. They put an injection in your ass.
In your butt.
Yeah, and it stops you from getting hay fever. But this year, it came so quick. And you're meant to get it right at the beginning of the season.
I'm mostly allergic to cats.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And dogs or just cats?
No, mostly cats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
One cat.
Yeah, that'll be a problem.
Yeah.
That might be it.
I totally forgot what I was going to say.
It was some hard-hitting journalism coming my way.
Yeah, it was. It was really
Sorry,
good.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Damn it, Kenny, what was I going to say?
What were you going to say?
Top up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, do you ever cook something and it doesn't work? and then you go, I'm going to have to scrap this whole video.
I think that has happened twice. Because,
Really?
genuinely, because I think that, like, most of this, even if the recipe's a
Thank
bit
you.
shit and a bit simple, it's like, this is what I want to eat, and I feel like I know enough about, like, what flavours and textures go well together, so I'm, like, usually pretty confident with what I'm making. But there was I quite like, you know, on a Sunday when you've had a big sort of Friday and Saturday and you're feeling a bit like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you like to party. You partied in your time.
Mostly on Monday.
Right, Monday's when you feel shit
I
or
like
when you
the
party.
off days to party.
It's much like the hospitality
it's too
industry.
expected
Yeah.
on the weekends.
You should go out with some chefs.
Yeah.
They're always out on Sunday nights and Monday nights because they
Really?
don't usually work till Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Have you ever worked at a place as a chef?
Oh, one. Was that a little burp? Once. I did once. I did a service. A friend of mine that's a chef, he asked me if I'd do a service for a charity thing to raise money. And it was all these big chefs, like a couple of
That's good.
Michelin star type chefs and
Yeah.
me. And I was obviously there like, well, I know why he's asked me because he thinks that if I do it, I can get some people to come because I've got some followers on the internet. And I felt very honoured to be asked anyway because it was a good lineup of people. And there's a chef called Pierre Kaufmann, who's a very, very prominent French chef who taught sort of like Marco Pierre White and Gordon Ramsay, I think, at times. He worked with him. And he's a bit older. And I was making this like dip with my friend Sertash. He's a Turkish chef. And we did this service, and there was all these people in the restaurant, and I'd never done this before as a service. And I was like, okay, it's a bit different because you've got a whole team helping you.
Yeah, and you can tell people.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. It was like my friend was like, what do you need? And I was like, oh, I need like a parsley oil. And he was like, oh, we'll get the guys on it. And I was like, well, I feel like, you know.
That's Starbucks.
No, I haven't worked my way up, you know. I've just kind of like, but... yeah, the at the end of the service, you know, we'd done like cooked for like 120 people, and everyone had done a course. Like all I was doing was putting like this creamy dip with like a oil on it. Yeah, literally like dinner lady type thing.
Yeah,
and I go downstairs to get my jacket, and my mate's talking to Pierre Kaufmann, and he's standing there. He's quite an imposing figure, and I go, all right, mate, I'll see you later, and you know, pleasure to work with you. And he goes, oh, where do you work? And I go, the internet. Yeah. And he goes, oh, I have not eaten there. I will be sure to come in. And I think he thought I fucking worked in some little cafe.
he dug what you did, though.
Well, yeah.
I like your Turkish
He
dip.
liked my Turkish dip. But that was a bit odd. But that's the only time I've ever done a proper service.
Nice.
So I think that's why a lot of chefs think I'm a bit of a cunt.
I remember my question.
Yeah.
Now, are you at the point now where you go, hey, I really use this product. I like this product. Can we get them as a sponsor? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know entirely
like maybe
what
there's
you
a
mean.
kitchen utensil you like.
I've been quite often, like a brand will be like, we've got this idea, we want to work with you, and if it's a brand that I actually use already, I'll be like, yeah, of course, I'd love to do that, because I'm not going to try and flog something that I'm not. I know, and for every person that uses the internet to make money will definitely say the same thing. But I genuinely, if there are brands that, like for example, I won't work with Heinz mayonnaise.
What?
I won't work with Heinz mayonnaise. I'd work with Hellmann's, but I'm a brat. I won't work with Heinz mayonnaise under any circumstances.
But any other Heinz products, but just Heinz mayonnaise?
Heinz mayonnaise, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's inferior to Hellmann's mayonnaise.
Okay,
or
I
Cook-edy
agree.
Mayonnaise, yeah.
I agree. But there are some things I've seen you on your show, like you've got a little, this is stupid.
Right.
Right. You've got a salt and pepper thing, one salt, and then you turn it over and it's pepper and stuff.
Oh,
and
I
it's
did have one of them.
I go,
Yeah.
that's really cool. I respect, you're an expert in what you're doing.
Yeah.
I kind of might want something like that.
Yeah.
So I think you have a lot of sway in what people
Maybe
might...
if people ask me where something's from and it's something that I use, then I'll always try and reply to like a comment and be like,
Really?
Yeah, of course. Because like, what's the point in gatekeeping shit? Do you know what I mean?
So you get a lot of people responding to you.
Yeah, but I don't get paid to use the stuff that I use on the whole.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you have to be like with Instagram, it's if it's an ad, you have to legally you have to say it's an ad. So if you're getting paid for something, you have to disclose that you're getting paid for something.
Right.
But if someone's like, I like this, and it's something that I use all the time, then I'm not going to be saying, I'm not going to tell you where to get that. Because if I think it's good, then someone else should get it.
No, but I think that you could do that a bit more.
what,
If you want.
Yeah, make them pay me and then silently just be like, yeah, I'll have some of that. Have some of that cash. Yes, please.
No, but I mean...
I would break moral conduct for that, yeah.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I don't know how it all works, but I know that a lot of what you're using, I'd really like to know about.
Would you want me to tell you where the salt and pepper spinny thing is?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I will find out, but I haven't used it for a while. But I will find out because it's kind of like Darth Maul's double-sided
I love
lightsaber, isn't it? Just
I love
bit of
it.
salt, bit of pepper. But yeah, I'll find out where that's from.
So you, on any particular episode, you get how many responses? You can't respond to everybody, can you?
Well, I mean, some of them do shit, so not that many people respond.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I said to you before outside. It's like, I don't understand
my
how...
pelican dish didn't go over.
Can you eat pelican?
I think you
You
can.
probably can. What can't you eat birds-wise?
Oh, you don't want to eat a pigeon, do you?
I like pigeon.
You do?
I killed one in lockdown and ate it 15 minutes later. Fuck. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. I was at my girlfriend's parents' house.
This is news breaking.
This is going to go down well. No, their cat was playing by this tree. It was like a bamboo thing, and this dead pigeon fell out from it, right? And I was like, oh, well, that's obviously been there ages. I'm not going to eat that. But then I was like, oh, it'd be good to like get a big wood
I
pigeon.
think I'll eat it.
Yeah, that one. Feathers and all. But I was like, oh, I wonder if Tegan's, I shouldn't say names actually, yeah, but my girlfriend's dad had an air rifle. He was like, well, there's a big fat wood pigeon up there. And I was like, came down from the tree, took it down to the thing, and I made a lovely pigeon salad.
Freshly dead.
Yeah.
But you had to take the feathers off.
Yeah.
How
If
did
you're
you
going to kill an animal, you've got to honour the...
Did you shave it?
No,
What do you...
I plucked it and then washed it, and then I think I chopped like the feet off, and but it's quite easy to do. It's quite easy to do. Like they're only little, but yeah, it was great. It was delicious. But I kind of that's the only time I've done.
Tastes like chicken?
No, more like duck actually. But
Okay.
very tasty, very tasty. I'm not a psycho that just kills that. Not anymore, but yeah.
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 Now, we have a lot of vegan listeners.
Great.
So,
Great.
no, this
Well-
is fine.
Well, I won't work with Heinz vegan mayonnaise, but I would work with Hellman's vegan mayonnaise.
Why do you think pigeons aren't eaten more than they...
I think it's because of the little rodent ones that we have in London.
People don't want to eat those.
No, they
Yeah.
eat chewing gum.
Yeah.
It is quite weird, not to go into the grotesque part of killing a pigeon, but when you have to get the inside stuff out, all the seeds that they eat, and like big seeds and stuff like that, are like all in their stomachs. You pull it out and there's like big like pebble things like that, and it's all from fruits that they've eaten, the stones within them.
Oh.
It's kind of mad, yeah. So I don't think anyone wants to eat one of those pigeons, because if
Right.
that stuff's staying in there, that chewing gum and fag butts is staying.
All of that
in
stuff.
yeah, all that nasty, lovely, tasty stuff. Yeah,
Oh. Shoelaces.
possibly,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
If a pigeon tried eating your shoelace whilst you were sat on a bench,
I'd film it.
would you film it,
Yeah.
but would you kick it?
I don't think I would kick it. Maybe I'd shoe it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
You get it?
that's good.
That's
good.
not
But what if it
bad.
stayed attached to the shoelace? At what point would you kick it?
On mine? Oh, on my shoe?
It's
yeah, I'd
trying
have
to
to
eat-
kick it
you'd
at
have to
some
kick it.
point.
Would you
yeah.
kick it with the left foot, or would you try and kick it with
Right.
the right? Right. Okay.
I'm right-footed.
You're right-footed.
Yeah.
Do you play a lot of soccer?
Not usually.
No.
But
Do you call it football now? You've been in the
football
UK
now,
for such a long time.
I'm pretty much.
How long have you been in the
local.
UK?
Well, since COVID. Yeah.
Did you go back to...
You did a cooking show.
Yeah.
I moved over here.
Right.
That was my whole thing. I didn't do any videos or anything.
What were you doing in lockdown?
Well, we moved right when it started. We started to move over here. And then I just, COVID wasn't as bad over here in terms of like going
Right.
about your business.
Yeah.
So
You went about your business.
I went about my business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just...
Entertainment and
Yeah.
basically being unemployed.
Yeah, not. I was going to say they didn't do much for. It didn't do much for you. Surely, was there an online approach? Was it? Did you start the podcast? Oh no, the podcast.
No,
been a year.
I didn't have any. See, I should have done more online stuff,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
Do you watch? Do you use Instagram to sort of watch? Because obviously there's a lot of like sketch comedy on Instagram.
I watch some
Do you
stuff
watch a lot of
now.
that now?
Now I'm starting to get more involved.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not during COVID.
Surprisingly not. I watched
Yeah.
a lot of movies. I binged a lot of shows. I watched that chess thing.
The Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit. I loved Queen's
That
Gambit.
was good.
Ozark. I watched the shit out of that.
Yeah,
What did you watch?
I watched the Tiger King thing. That's the one.
I watched Tiger King.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's what springs to mind. That guy feels like and I don't like that actually because he's an unpleasant character.
Oh.
But what a character!
I know.
I think. Do you reckon you could play him in a
Love
biopic?
to play him.
I feel like
and
you're wacky
cook
enough.
a tiger.
Would you cook a tiger? Would you eat tiger? I'd eat tiger.
I'd eat tiger if it was offered and it wasn't endangered.
No, one of the not endangered ones.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to
don't
get
know.
a...
Are there any endangered? Are there any
maybe.
non-endangered tigers?
It depends.
Kenny, can we get that up?
Kenny.
you gotta have a Kenny. Are there any endangered tigers? No, non-endangered tigers.
What, is there an animal you wouldn't eat?
Cat.
Yeah.
But I think to cure your hay fever, well, not hay fever, your allergy of cats, you may have to barbecue your cat.
Yeah.
Give it an eat.
No!
Well, it's like honey.
No!
If you're allergic to pollen, you have to eat the honey from a bee.
Yeah.
If you're allergic to a cat, you might have to consume it.
Well, that's what they do with kids now. If they're allergic to peanuts, you give them peanuts earlier.
All wild tigers are considered endangered.
Okay.
All wild tigers probably won't
you
eat a
can't
tiger.
do
then.
that.
The peanut thing, though, I know what you mean. You have to give them like a little,
Yes.
to make sure that they're not later in life.
Yeah, because everybody's allergic now to peanuts. What's that all about?
Is it global warming?
Possibly.
Could it be COVID? Could it be the fluoride in the water that's been there for years?
Is it Queen's Gambit?
It could be the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
The Queen's Gambit. Everyone who watched the Queen's Gambit is going to give birth to a child that can't eat a fucking peanut. That's not what you want.
So where were we? Oh, so now you're doing this. What is the next goal for you in terms of like what you want to do? Do you want to just keep doing this?
No, I'd absolutely hate to be like late 30s making cooking videos still.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking do that. I will always be into cooking, and I may try and find like a different format, but I'm more interested now in interviewing people, if anything.
Yes, you've been interviewing lots of
presenting,
celebs.
Yeah, that kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm more. I feel like I get more out of that than
What about like one of those? What is that Sunday show where they cook?
Sunday brunch.
Yeah, would you want to do a Sunday brunch type show?
Well, like host it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd be on
something
it
like
if you
that.
hosted
Oh,
it.
okay, right. In that case, yeah. You must have been on Sunday brunch a few times.
Oh God, no,
No, really?
I haven't.
Not
No.
even like.
I've been on the right stuff.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
I think I've been on the right stuff
Yeah.
as well. Because Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall once got misquoted. This is how much fucking research those dickheads do. But Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall
Don't
got,
sugarcoat it.
No, I try not to. He wrote an article, or he was quoted as saying, "This generation cannot cook." Right, this was early, just out of lockdown.
I don't believe that.
Well, he didn't say it. What he meant was his generation. But they took it and like went, oh, well, he's talking about like the new generation, the current generation, they can't cook. So they got me on, but I didn't know that was a misquote. So I was like, well, Hugh Fearnley-Whittingshaw's an absolute dick. Why would he? Why would he? Well, obviously not that because it's fucking.
So they
right
tricked
stuff.
you.
Well, they just didn't quote. They didn't do the quote properly. And then I'm in the cab. I was doing a shoot, and I had to do the interview in the morning on the right stuff on Zoom. And so I'm in the cab going back from this shoot that day, and someone from the right, well, presumably Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright. He tweeted about it, and Hugh Fearnley-Whittingshaw added me on Twitter and was like, oh, just want to say that thing that happened this morning, that was a misquote. I'm a big fan of the younger generation cooking and all this stuff. I was referring to how people my generation make all that.
So
and I'm
now-
just like, what the fuck is going on my telephone right now? I've watched River Cottage since I was a kid. Like,
But now you know how things get out of hand.
yeah. So I just try and never say anything bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all those pigeon letters we're going to get.
Yeah. Well,
We don't get letters.
They will deliver them.
Yeah.
if you ask them,
Hello.
that's what they do. Big part of World War II, from what I've heard. And maybe World War One.
And there's like pigeon racing.
Yeah.
That's a big thing now.
Yeah. I mean, actually, to be honest, they're probably very clever animals, and I probably shouldn't have shot one. So I'm going to come out and say I'm very sorry for shooting a pigeon.
Okay, good. So we've got the announcement of what you did and an apology in the same podcast.
Nipped it in the
So-
bud before it can get out.
Nice.
I've already said sorry.
Woo!
Come on then, vegans. Well.
And I'd never eat a tiger.
Yeah, because they're all endangered,
God
as
damn.
we now know.
In terms of an animal, if the animal moves around a lot, the meat is not going to be that
You want
good.
a docile.
Yes,
Yeah.
somebody that doesn't move, like a jellyfish. No, like
I do like jellyfish. Is quite nice.
yeah.
I didn't think I'd eat a jellyfish, and then I ate some jellyfish, and it was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, they use it a lot in Chinese cooking. It's good. It kind of tastes like you know when you have like a seaweed salad when you have sushi, like wakame, kind of has the same texture as that.
Do you drink it with something and it goes down your throat, or
Have you
do
ever been to the Wong Ki in
No.
Chinatown?
Why are you nodding?
I've been.
Oh,
You must have been. You've been around Soho for a while.
I've been to
like-
Chinatown.
It's the one, if you go down Wardour Street, it's like the
Yes.
first one on the right that's massive.
Okay.
And the servers are really rude there. That's like their whole shtick. And it was like in the Victorian era, it was like a wig shop or something. So steeped in
I've
history.
seen it.
But they do a really good dish that's duck and jellyfish
Yeah.
and sesame oil. And it's like roasted duck cold with like a sesame salad with jellyfish. Sort of, it's good. You should try it.
So you have a really roving palate.
I like to try things. Yeah.
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 So what about on the veggie side? Because we need to give equal
we need
time
to,
to the
broad
veggies.
spectrum.
Are there any veggies that you really like? I didn't like cauliflower growing up, but now I like it.
Yeah. Do you like it because of cauliflower cheese?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you smother it with cheese,
If
it's...
it doesn't have cheese, I'll spit it out.
And as we know, cheese is a kind of meat, though. Sorry, I had to.
Nice.
But I kind of eat all vegetables, but I don't love baked beans.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel like that's obviously a very popular thing in the UK.
But you mean, what about on like a jacket potato?
No.
Or, no.
If I make my own, I think it's the sauce more than the beans. It's the sort of gelatinous, tomatoey.
Barbecued baked beans.
Now that I can
Those
fuck
are good.
with. Yeah, maybe with bits of bacon in them.
In the U.S., they have B&M baked beans, which are more barbecue-y sauce.
Yeah, I
The
think
Heinz-
I think I could get with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
But
much
just,
more common, the Heinz baked beans.
Are you a barbecue man?
Yeah, I love barbecue.
Is that something you're looking forward to this summer, perhaps?
Yes. I'm not as good at cooking the barbecue. I mean, I'm getting better.
You're more of the sides guy.
No, but I love I can make burgers really well. I'll prepare it.
Yeah.
With onions and Cumin. No, something. Like, what do you like in your burger? Like
Just meat and then the toppings. I
Yeah.
normally just do like salt and beef. Push it down a little bit. Although I do quite like a fat, juicy burger rather than a smash one. I feel like that's a very. Is it
That's cool.
West
now to do
Coast?
A smash. Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
west coast of the US is very smashy and.
But when you have a thick burger, you don't want to overcook it right away because
Yeah.
then the outsides get all.
You want it pinkish in the middle.
So you need a kind of
Seared.
medium heat.
Yeah.
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 Okay. I've learned that.
Oh, good.
That's something
Right,
I've
okay,
learned
yeah.
because I've gotten.
And what cheese do you go for? Now you're in the UK. Are you a cheddar man or are you still using the Kraft singles?
No, cheddar.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
use cheddar. Yeah.
I like both. Just bit of gooey, bit of chalky.
What is it that most people are devoid of having in their kitchen that they should always have? That's not a good question, is it?
I think that's a good question. What should people always have in their kitchen?
What should be? Yeah, I didn't need to use devoid.
No, I thought it was
but
good.
I like
It was good to
use
throw
it.
devoid in
Yeah,
there as well.
devoid.
I think. Yeah, I feel like we're trapped in devoid.
Cumin.
It's cumin.
Yeah.
It's cumin.
What is it?
It's
I mean,
a versatile spice.
yeah.
you know.
Is it? I'm always hearing cumin now.
Yeah.
Whereas I didn't hear it before
When was before?
COVID.
Stick it in with Gambit.
Yeah.
Stick it in with the Queen's Gambit. No, I mean, fuck. I mean, I feel like people. I feel like since COVID, people are so much more into food now. Like people are actually. Although saying that, I did do an interview quite recently with someone who really wasn't that into food at all, and it was a food-based show. But she was a touring comedian, so she didn't really have any need for stuff in her kitchen.
Right.
But a blender's always nice to have, isn't it?
Blender's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a blender that you recommend.
Have you got a good blender at the minute?
It's okay. It's just your bare bones
Right.
blender.
A NutriBullet, perhaps?
No, one of those.
Okay.
No,
They're
I
good.
would like
They're
those.
good. Not bad.
Unfortunately, we're kind of. I wish I could have you longer.
Oh, have you got someone in after?
No.
No, I'm bored.
But what I have is a formatted segment here,
Okay, right.
which is fill in the blank. I'll ask you a question and you have to fill in the blank.
Okay, okay.
One of the words will be a blank.
Okay.
Number 1, blank is the best food to have sex with. Have we answered this before?
Is that like sticking it up your ass, or is it that like just shagging the food? Because
Shagging the food.
well, that's tough, I suppose. Depends which way. Depends who's doing the penetration. If the food's doing the penetration,
You're the pitcher.
right? Okay. Oh, okay. Microwave a watermelon.
Okay.
I've not done it, but
A friend of mine had a friend
right. Yeah, this friend that had a
who
friend.
used to do that to a cantaloupe.
Is that a melon?
Yes.
Yeah. I have. There's a film where someone does that, and I can't remember.
I
what
think
it
it's
is.
Forrest Gump.
It's Forrest Gump. Oh wait, no, isn't it?
Love is like a
it's-
cantaloupe.
You never know what you're gonna spunk in next.
Oh, boy.
Oh dear.
We've got a lot of controversy in this
Yeah.
podcast.
You just
Yeah.
accuse
Pigeon
a mentally
killing.
slow man in a film of having sex with what you call a cantaloupe. Crazy. Was it epi- was
You've
it
never
epi-
heard of cantaloupe before?
I've never. No, I don't think I have.
Really?
Well, I have heard of it, but is it like a yellow melon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's different types of melon, isn't there?
There's honeydew melon.
That's the one.
I
Yeah.
love honeydew.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, it's great.
Nice with ham. So yeah, we're fucking a melon.
Okay, it's this. 2, the most racist meal I've ever made is blank.
Oh,
It could be accidentally, or you could not answer
it's
it.
Jamie Oliver's jollof rice. It's not the meal that's racist, but it's the story behind it, you know.
Right.
That's
Right.
probably. Although I haven't actually made that. I don't think I've ever made a particularly racist food. Although one time I got in a lot of trouble because years ago I referred to a slaw that I'd made as an Asian slaw
Yes.
because I'd added sesame oil and soy sauce
And that was wrong.
and a bit of Chinese vinegar. And apparently that was wrong. Although I've now seen lots of people saying it. Now, I'm aware that the continent of Asia is quite large,
Yes.
but by not specifying Southeast Asian, I don't think I was being racist. So if the most racist thing that I've ever made culinarily is an Asian slaw,
Right.
sue me.
Oh, so you need to specify the area of Asia.
Yeah, and I've only got a certain amount of words. Do you
Right.
know what I mean? I'm trying to hit a
lot
minute
of
30 on
syllables.
these. A minute 30 preferably is the sweet spot. You know what I mean? I can't be getting East in there.
Good. So you're absolved of a lot of things.
Yeah.
King Charles shows up at your house.
Mm.
I'm definitely making him blank.
Jamie Oliver's jollof rice.
Have you met Jamie Oliver?
I have actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I met him in. I used to have this burger company that I don't do anything with anymore, and I don't need to say any more on that. But Jamie Oliver was launching a pasta thing with the same company, and I went to the opening of it, and I didn't have a lot of time to speak to him because they were kind of like all the people that were organising it were like, "Come on, we need to get a photo of you with him, and we have this photo of you with him." And I was like, I actually really wanted to talk.
Photos.
I'm taking the piss out of the jollof rice thing, but I do actually really, really rate Jamie Oliver. I think that he's one of like the people that like taught me how to cook from the internet and cookbooks and things like that.
Yeah, he's very good at presenting things.
Yeah, I think I do like him. I just think he chooses to have a lot of battles. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
The Eton mess thing and the school meals thing, and actually I think he's done some really, really good stuff, and I think that sometimes people get pissy about some of the approaches he has.
You've got to pick your battles.
You've got to pick your battles. Mine tend to be against pigeons
Yes, yes.
or dead squids.
So you would cook King Charles. I thought you'd make him something more down to earth.
What, like coronation chicken?
Yeah.
My coronation chicken is not reserved for the likes of King Charles.
Okay. Gotcha.
Fuck that guy.
Right now, we may have discussed this. Right now, I'm binging blank. Are you binging anything? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what I've been binging on.
Do you like to binge?
I do bit. I
Yeah.
mean, I probably drink too much, but
Oh, okay.
you know,
I'm binging on drinking.
I'm binging on
Drink.
booze. No, currently binging on mostly crisps.
Or what about a TV show?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I got really into Desperate Housewives for a while, and then the person whose Disney Plus membership I was using was like, "You can't use that anymore."
You should watch The Burbs.
Oh, with Jack Whitehall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might give that a go.
It's
That was
good.
originally Tom Hanks, wasn't it? Was it a film?
I think the reason why I said that is I think it's filmed and the neighborhood almost seems like a Desperate
Is it the same?
Housewives.
Wisteria Lane. Is it
Yes,
Wisteria Lane?
yes.
Yeah, I think so. I'd love
Look
to
it up.
I'd love to be binging that. But
Okay. All
the
right.
dickhead that had the Disney Plus subscription has revoked that Disney Plus subscription.
jerkhead.
So maybe I'll just have to pay for it.
Number 5. This is the last question.
Mm.
Gordon Ramsay should be blank. I don't want to get you in trouble, but
Only allowed to make British TV shows.
really, when he gets to America,
I
it
think when he
gets
gets
too
to
much.
America, he switches on the like rude, like the anger
Too
and rudeness
much.
stuff. I think the original Kitchen Nightmares, the English ones,
Yeah,
are really funny and they're really good. But I think that the
Hell's Kitchen.
it's
It's too much.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I think obviously you can't take anything away from Gordon Ramsay. He's a brilliant chef. He's had a brilliant
course.
career. But that transition to like the TV chef, I just think
They've amped it up
Yeah.
a notch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the biggest fan of that.
Now, this is plug time.
Right.
Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, I've got a homeware company called Pleasant Homeware.
What?
Pleasant Homeware.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to buy some speckled bowls and mugs or an ashtray, that's coming soon.
Do you have a say in the design? And
Entirely.
yeah,
I'm a not very good designer.
this is
I'm
great.
like, can you make it look like that? I have an idea, and then I need someone that's actually able to do that to make it better. But sometimes I do have quite good ideas, and other times I get told, don't have that idea. That's
No,
rubbish.
don't do the dolphin with the giant penis.
Don't ever go swimming at night time in dolphin-infested custard. But yes, I think that's what I need to plug.
Okay.
When's this coming out?
What's the name of this?
Pleasant Homeware.
Pleasant Homeware.
Pleasant Homeware.
And
Thank you.
it'll come out in a few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tickets to my event may be out.
Oh, this is great.
Doing an event. I've done a party in the summer and a Christmas party because I work on my own. Well, I work with one lovely man called Alex, but I work on my own.
Right.
And I have
You
my
wanna
manager.
see people.
I want to have a Christmas party. I want to have a summer party.
Same thing with us. We did a live show, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
You've got to do that kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's nice. So we did basically it's a big charity event, and I get all people that are established cookery. What am I trying to say here? Established
Influencers?
No, thank you.
Sorry.
Restaurants, or hole in the wall type things, sandwich shops, things like that. Get like 4 or 5 of them to do cooking, and then get my friends who are DJs to DJ, and then people
that's
come
great.
down, they buy a ticket, they get to eat. And then
Where
they
is
get to-
this?
It's it's meant to be in Hackney Bridge,
Nice.
in Hackney Wick, on the 18th of July, and hopefully tickets will be out by the time this comes out.
On your website.
Yeah, on my link in my Instagram bio.
That's amazing. That will definitely be out before then.
Great.
So,
I'm going to get to work on that so that
guys,
this comes
go
out.
to this live party.
Yeah.
It's going to be off the hook. Pigeons everywhere.
And
Dolphins
guns.
flying out.
Oh, tigers,
Tigers.
lions.
You can't eat them. No.
You can eat them.
You
just
could
shouldn't
conceivably.
eat
You
them.
should
shouldn't
not eat the
Shouldn't
tigers.
eat the tigers.
Well, thank you, Will.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're the man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
It's
good
lovely
luck
to
with
meet you.
everything.
Cheers.
I can't wait to see what you do next.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Shall I go?
Yes, please.
I should go.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for listening to Will Hughes. He was hilarious. And if you want to support the podcast even further, please join Patreon. It's just a small amount for a membership. I won't hate you if you don't do it. Just a little bit. Joke. Anyway, I promised you I'd answer a question, and someone from Patreon named Anonymous has asked, Rich, why can't you go for that? Now listen, I've answered this before. I can't go for that because I'm tired. I've worked really hard, and I don't have time to go for that. Now this is another story, but that, screw that. Okay, how's that? Please be nice to me. All right. I get a little bit delirious during the day. Thank you.
TalkBox, TalkBox, TalkBox. TalkBox, TalkBox, TalkBox. Rich Fulcher. TalkBox, TalkBox, TalkBox. TalkBox, TalkBox, TalkBox.
Rich Fulcher's Talk Box.